Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Kevin McCarthy ousted as House Speaker, correction looming for megacaps, Amazon accused of price manipulation, Enovix faces setbacks, Delta Air uncovers fake aircraft parts, Dow suffers worst day since March, U.S. 10-year Treasury yield reaches highest level in over a decade, Intel announces plans to spin off Programmable Solutions Group. Stay tuned after the short ad break to delve deeper into these major headlines. In a significant development, Kevin McCarthy has been removed from his position as Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. This decision follows his agreement with Democrats to pass a temporary spending bill and prevent a government shutdown. A faction of Republicans, seeking more substantial budget reductions, effectively ousted him from his leadership role. As an interim measure, Patrick McHenry has been appointed as the new Speaker.
Wells Fargo anticipates that the disparity between mega-cap stocks and the remaining market will soon diminish. They project a potential decline in top-performing stocks or a catch-up by average stocks, contingent upon macro conditions. At present, 7 mega-cap tech companies have been responsible for the majority of market returns, while other sectors have fallen behind. These 7 stocks, known as the Magnificent Seven, have experienced substantial gains in 2023.
The Federal Trade Commission has filed a lawsuit against Amazon, claiming that the company engaged in covert development of an algorithm known as Project Nessie. This algorithm is alleged to have manipulated prices, compelling competitors to follow suit and ultimately benefiting Amazon's bottom line. In instances where competitors failed to raise their prices, Amazon would lower its own prices instead. However, it has been reported that this algorithm was discontinued in 2019. Despite the ongoing legal action, there are still 9 compelling reasons why certain investors perceive value in purchasing Amazon stock.
Enovix, a battery company listed on Nasdaq under the ticker ENVX, is experiencing a 7% pre-market decline due to its announcement of restructuring plans for its Fab 1 battery plant in Fremont, California. The company intends to transform the facility into a center for innovation focused on new product development rather than manufacturing. Consequently, approximately 185 personnel will be affected by this restructuring, including over 125 contractors. Enovix aims to complete the reorganization by the end of Q4 and expects annual savings of approximately $22 million. During Q3, Enovix's production fell short of expectations with around 24,000 small cell units produced compared to their guidance of 36,000 cells. As part of the restructuring process, Enovix foresees incurring charges amounting to approximately $2.5 million primarily during Q3. Additionally, they anticipate recognizing accelerated depreciation expenses totaling around $36 million for Gen 1 equipment between Q4 2023 and Q1 2024.
Delta Airlines has identified counterfeit engine components that fail to meet documentation standards. The airline was notified by one of its engine service providers, but specific details regarding the affected parts or the number of engines involved have not been disclosed. Delta has confirmed that none of its aircraft are currently equipped with these unauthorized components, and flight operations remain unaffected. This discovery follows similar incidents reported by American Airlines, United Airlines, and Southwest Airlines. It is estimated that approximately 21 engines belonging to Delta may have been impacted. The company is actively working to replace the non-compliant parts in accordance with guidelines set by the Federal Aviation Administration.
In the U.S. stock market, stocks ended lower as job openings data suggested the Federal Reserve may keep interest rates higher for longer. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite fell 1.87%, its worst performance in over a month. The S&P 500 slid 1.37% and the Dow retreated 1.29%. Treasury yields also rose, with the 10-year yield reaching its highest level since August 2007. All sectors of the S&P ended in negative territory except utilities, while consumer discretionary and real estate were hit hardest. Job openings surged to 9.61 million in August, indicating resilience in the labor market despite tightening by the Fed.
U.S. Treasury yields recently reached their highest level since August 2007, with the 10-year Treasury yield peaking at 4.75%. Both the shorter-term 2-year Treasury yield and longer-term 20-year Treasury yield surpassed the 5% mark. As a result, there has been increased pressure on exchange-traded funds focused on Treasuries, leading to price fluctuations. For investors interested in participating in the Treasury markets, several ETF options are available, including TMF, TLT, SPTL, VGLT, TLH, IEF, GOFT, VGIT, SCHR, IEI, SHI, and SCHO. These ETFs can provide exposure to various aspects of the Treasury market. In terms of market outlook and sector analysis, BlackRock holds a bullish stance on AI, while Ned Davis Research predicts growth sectors will benefit from inflation trends. Citi highlights Infotech as an overweight sector for Q4, and Canaccord Genuity expects a market bounce due to oversold conditions.
Intel has announced plans to separate its Programmable Solutions Group into a standalone operation starting from January 1st. This strategic move is aimed at streamlining Intel's business and allowing PSG to concentrate on high-performance communications and data center applications. The newly independent company will be led by Sandra Rivera, with Shannon Poulin serving as Chief Operating Officer. According to Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger, establishing PSG as a standalone business will unlock additional value for stakeholders and facilitate growth in the FPGA market. As a result of this announcement, Intel's shares experienced a rise of over 2%.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Daily Business and Finance Show. Stay tuned for more insightful discussions and updates. Goodbye. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Good night for now, until we cross paths again tomorrow.
This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.